Oh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is Wasteland Games. Hopefully you guys liked my my little, I guess, blooper reel right at the beginning of the video. That was actually my wife singing. So I've decided that every time I'm doing a video and they're around, and they do something kind of goofy, I'm just going to include it in the video. But yeah, just wanted to walk you through. This is an update to a previous video from last year. So I've actually included, some clips from that original project, or actually just some photos. But essentially, this was a toy that I had found at, I guess it was like a Valley Village, and it was probably about $3-4, something like that. But yeah, I decided to repurpose it into a post-apocalyptic post-apocalyptic vehicle. Sorry about that. And as you can see here, I had started off with it being sort of a silver airplane, and decided to do some like salt effect on it in general, just to kind of see what it would look like on an airplane, instead of a car. And yeah, I just simply went in the garage and I put sea salt chunks all over it, and then I lightly sprayed it because I didn't want I wanted the green to be a little faded and not totally like a solid color. So you could still see the silver of the fuselage coming through. So this is what I started with last year. This is the original toy. It was like this electronic airplane that I had found at a Valley Village, and I started just to model it up with various cardboard bits, some cardboard. Actually, I used tin foil on it as well, and just started, and actually some Warhammer parts and a few other things. So after I spray painted it green in the garage, this is what I came back with. As you can see, a lot of the fading on the bottom of the fuselage, and painted all the armor and wood areas actually black as well. So just to start with the base, give them a base color, set of green, and then the wood, I use sort of a beigey, light beige kind of a color. And I thought I would just kind of make that stand out as much as I could. And then over the black, I started painting everything silver. And then I followed that up with actually a wash on some of the cracks, not all the cracks, but some of the cracks and all the metal parts. I used this wash on them, and it really makes it look cool. Like it looks like real metal now, and quite like that. Even the damaged engine, I made that with crushed tinfoil originally, and as you can see in the if you check out the original build video itself. But I just kind of did some layering on everything, and that's about it. All right, so I got plane pretty well finished here. Just going to touch up the propellers a little bit. I felt that they needed, I actually painted them all black. So I'm gonna try and see if I can just do a little bit of color on them. Just a little bit of wear, I guess, with the silver paint, just to make it look like some of the, I guess, the black paint has come off over time. And I'm just simply lightly dry brushing a little bit of silver on it, just to kind of give it a bit of depth, and that's about it. Smash. Well, here is the final result of this cheap Value Village toy turned into a rather cool looking Gaslands / post-apocalyptic themed airplane that basically I just took this cheap toy and put a few different things on it and painted it up. and now you can kind of see some of the details on it. I'll just kind of walk you through everything, because I know this was probably not the best. I know there's such a big gap between the original build video and just the finished product here. So I'll make sure I'll have, obviously you'll see images from the original vehicle already shown in this video, and where we are today. So this is, I know the original one I built months ago, last year sometime. So this thing's just been sitting around, and I decided to actually paint it. So just to walk you through everything again, basically I've got, nice finished front end with some metal added to the front. You got one of the windows got blocked out by some wood. Get some wood added here, some different metal plating on the wings, on the back. I think this was actually a button or something under here, because this actually had a speaker inside it that wasn't working, and so I added some panels to the sides, made some windows here that weren't there before, and then I had basically one of the engine number one failed, so that's what brought the whole thing down originally. And as you can see, by the salting that I had done on during the painting process, I just put some grounded salt on it, and you can actually see here. Actually, this is the tin foil that's coming apart here. But I'm going to leave it sort of as part of the plane. It's just literally falling apart. But yeah, the salting effect just kind of helped give it a little bit of a wear look, and kind of had that same theme overall. And as you can see, this is how the propellers turned out. And what else can I tell you about it? With the silver paint kind of showing through, like when I lightly painted it, spray painted it green, you can kind of see even in this light here, it's got that metallic look to it now. So it's definitely the paint job, the green paint job is fading on the model, and it's just kind of neat. It's got little scratches, some damage up here, but it's pretty fun when you can do what you can do with just a really inexpensive, I don't know, maybe $3-4 toy from like a thrift shop, and just turn it into something kind of fun. So it's definitely pretty sure this is the right scale, in terms of Hot Wheels car. I mean, the windows are basically the same size as like an actual Hot Wheels vehicle, so this should be in the right scale. That's one thing I liked about this thing. It was right scale, and I do remember actually modifying, gluing this in place. It had some kind of a trigger mechanism in there, and all this stuff is glued in place now, the wheels. So I didn't want to be folding. I think these legs kept falling on each other, so I just glued them in place. But yeah, you can turn it into, basically think of this as a train piece that just sits on your tabletop in the middle of a battlefield. It's just something kind of cool to have. I was going to build a base for it, but it looks kind of fun that it's just kind of landed somewhere, or I was actually going to have it so it crashed into something and build a base for it. But it's definitely more fun as a usable miniature. Who knows, maybe they'll add hint hint, maybe they'll add some rules for aerial vehicles. That would be really cool. But I could use this for different games and just different terrain. Altogether, anything with this kind of a scale, I can use this model. So anyways, hopefully you guys liked this interesting idea. Just using, instead of having a car, let's focus on airplanes, and in this case, like basically a big bomber, and have some fun with it. So when you're out and about looking for cars, at a thrift store, or even at a dollar store, maybe you can find some interesting toys like this that you can repurpose and paint it up to be like a really cool model for your display. Thanks for dropping by the channel. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel about a great deal. And then share share the content, share the links with anyone that you know that's in the hobby that hasn't found my channel just yet. And who knows, maybe they'll be interested in sticking around. So thanks a lot for stopping by.